Good afternoon, students. I am Mr. Felman L. Maninang, your Practical Research 2 teacher. Today, I decided to prepare a video entitled Writing Research uh, Title. So, I am aware that in YouTube, marami na dong videos about how to write research title, tips on how to write your research projects, pero to match the video doon sa activity sheet nyo para guided kayo kung anong ginagawa sa activity sheet nyo, wala. So, I took the initiative to prepare this video. So, first, I will define research title. It is the research problem in capsule form. It must clearly reflect the topic of investigation. So, nandyan po yung gusto mong aralin. No, yung kabuuan. It summarizes all your study. And it must be original. So, yan ha. Original, hindi dapat galing sa internet. Hindi dapat galing sa mga graduate nyo na nakakilala. No? So, hindi siya kopya. Kasi if you just copy it, may magkaka-problem kayo regarding sa plagiarism. Which we will discuss later pag pinag-usapan na natin ay ethical standards in research. But, ang good thing ngayon, ngayong pandemya, anything that you will conduct this school year will be original. Because, no, original yung natin yung kaganapan natin ngayon Hindi naman laging may pandemya, no? Matagal na panahon na yung pandemya dati. So, yung gagawin nyo ngayon, talagang lagi siyang original. Even you will use title, topics, or studies last year, it will be very original kasi last year, diba, normal. Ngayon, yun normal. No? Pandemic kasi ngayon Thus, it should be clear, concise, or specific. Now, how concise? It only contains 10 to 15 words, no? Including na nandun na yung major variables of your study. So, may variables na kayo doon and you have your respondents there. Okay? So, kung may pwesto pa, we could also include yung wordings natin na during COVID-19 pandemic. So, ilang words na kagad yung kakainin no? Now, hindi naman ganun kahigpit yan. There are instances na hindi talaga kasya sa 15 words. Pwede naman. Hindi naman talaga fixed na 15. Tas bawal na pag lumampas niya. Hindi naman, no? So, yan lang yung suggested number of words. So, dapat kasi hindi siya masyadong wordy. And then, avoid words that have broad meaning. So, iwasan natin yung mga ganon. Yung sa title pa lang, magkakos na siya kaagad ng kalituhan. Okay? Though you could use your own words, no? You could coin words, no? Pwede yan pwede kang gumawa ng words mo and then later on sa loob ng study mo, you will define it. And then I have here, this is sabi ko, this is the purpose ng aking video. Kaya ako gumawa ng video para ma-match natin dyan sa ginagawa nyo ngayon. So first, meron tayong table dito. Ito yung laman na nung sa activity sheet nyo. Kompleto na to. Andito na yung 5 pala, sorry. So, catchphrase, research process or method, point of inquiry, respondents, intervention. Now, doon na kagad sa yung kahalagaan ng kaya ako ginawa to. Hindi kailangan lahat to may laman. Okay? Hindi kailangan lahat to may laman. Ito, magkakalaman lang to if your study is experimental in nature. Quasi-experimental man yan or experimental kasi sa intervention. And remember, quantitative research is not purely experimental. Meron tayong quantitative research na may non-experimental. Okay? So, paano yun kapag non-experimental pero quantitative research such as survey? Later, I will give an example. So, yun yung purpose ko kung ba't ginawa ko itong video. Kasi baka matakot kayo, baka kalain nyo kailangan may laman lahat ito. Okay? So, first, natin yung catchphrase. So, yung catchphrase, hindi kailangan palaging meron. No? There are times, there are studies na walang catchphrase. Pero maganda rin kasi may catchphrase. No, lalo na kapag experimental ka, magpo-propose ka ng new method, you will use a new word for that na catchy para makahikayat ng reader. So, yun yung purpose ng catchphrase. But if you are doing a survey, hindi mo kailangan ng ng catchphrase doon, okay? Or you are doing a correlational studies or anything na hindi experimental lang nature niya, hindi ko sigurado kung kailangan ng catchphrase palagi yun. So, sigurado ako na hindi mo kailangan, okay? So, next, research process. Now, lahat sila siyempre meron. Research process or method. So, anong gagawin? Anong plano mong gawin dito? You want to improve. So, i-improve mo. Diyan pa lang may statistical may statistical implication na yan kung anong gagamitin mong statistics for that, no? Now, if you are just conducting a survey, you will just put survey. If you will just conducting a correlational study, you will just put correlational study. Okay? So, yun po yun, yung ginagamit mong research method. And then, point of inquiry. So, ang gusto niyang aralin for this example is research writing skills. Now, do sa discussion natin last time, parang gusto niyong aralin yung gusto niyo mag-focus karamihan sa sa experiences, sa emotions ng mga students na nag-o-online. Okay, so yun. Mamaya sa example natin susunod meron tayo. Pumili ako ng isa. And then we have here respondents. So respondents, sabi ko sa inyo last time, hindi teacher ang magbibigay sa inyo yan. Kayo yan. Kung sino gumagawa ng study, kayo ang pipili kung ano ba ang magiging population nyo. If you want to conduct a study for the whole grade 12 students, so pwede. If you just prefer to use UMS, tanongin lang naman kayo during defense bakit UMS lang? Siyempre UMS kayo, di ba? Parang mas mahirap, may nakita ko example last time na UMS siya tapos STEM yung gusto niyang aralin. Parang, di ba? It should be relevant to your needs, to your problem, to your own problem. So, UMS, pwede. ACAD, pwede. Or if you want to conduct a study doon sa mga TVL, okay? Kasi, tingin ko lang medyo mas kung ito yung topic na aaralin mo, parang mas maganda ring tignan doon sa TVL regarding doon sa sa aking sa mga past experiences ko sa TVL. Parang masarap din aralin yung research writing skills nila, how to improve that. And then we have here, since again experimental lang nature nito, meron siya intervention, pero hindi kailangan palaging may intervention. So, sa kanya, ang ginamit niya, supplementary video tutorials. So, halimbawa, yung mga video tutorials sa YouTube, yung ganun. O kaya gawa niya, self-made. So, ganun po yun. And then, ito yung diagram na nasa activity sheet natin. So, ito yung topic, writing skills of senior. Kung papansin nyo, it is already narrow. No, hindi na nilagay dito yung broader topic niya. So, narrow down na siya, tapos senior siya. Hindi na binanggit dito yung grade 12 kasi dito naman yung grade 12. So, yung research topic niya ito, and then, research problem niya. Tingnan nyo how they are related. So, here, may writing skills of senior high school. Ito rin siya. But, the difference is, research problem should be stated in question form. No, question form yan. Kasi mahirap sagutin pag hindi ka naman tinatanong. Di ba? Iba yung research topic, yun yung aaralin mo. Pero yung sasagutin mo, should be expressed in question form. That is the difference between research topic and research problem. Tas may specific position to roon sa loob ng ating gagawing research statement of the research problem. And then, ito na siya. So, yung process. Okay? Tapos, topic of inquiry. Ito, lagi meron to. Lagi meron to. And then, respondents. Laging meron to. So, kung mapapansin nyo, sa A, siya yung sinulat dyan. So, improving, no? Research writing skills of CHS grade 12 students. So, again, we could choose not to write Commonwealth High School. No? Pwede natin gamitin grade 12 senior high school students na hindi na kailangan tilagay CHS. Pwede naman yun. Okay? And then, sa B, kung mapapansin nyo, may dinagdag lang siya. No? Kasi nag-specific siya. Supplementary video tutorial. So, mapapansin nyo, dinagdag siya dito. Pagkatapos ng grade 12, kinabit na siya dito. And then, so on and so forth. So, humahaba lang siya. No? Now, kung bibilangin natin yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, example lang to Lampas na siya, 16. Pero kapag may tinanggal ka dyan, ano ba pwede tanggalin dito? Siguro we could remove the Commonwealth High School, yung CHS. Maging grade 12 students lang siya. No? So, pwede naman yun. Pero in case na hindi talaga kaya magtanggal, na pag natanggal ka, nawawala na yung relevance ng title, so, pwede yan, accepted yan. Okay? So, nilagay niya lahat ng components na kailangan kasi. No? Kailangan kasi. So, yung A, okay lang siya. Pero, kung gusto mo talaga yung appropriate na title na magsasabi na nung kabuuan na study mo, sabi kanina, it is a problem in capsule form. So, yun po yung sinasabi nun. So, yun yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Okay? And then, ito gamitin natin yung sample. Meron akong piniling topic, random lang to baka sabihin nyo ito yung pinakamaganda, hindi naman. So, yung study niya, yung process is survey. So, yun, survey gusto niya. So, dito lang to. Sir, wala siyang catchphrase, wala Tapos, yung point of inquiry niya, emotions felt in online class or classes, siguro ayusin natin yan, during COVID-19 pandemic. So actually kung may study na dati yan, pwede niya nang gamitin yun kasi i-apply niya sa ngayon. Kasi ngayon mas emphasize ang online classes. Dati kasi parang optional lang siya if you choose to attend online classes. Ngayon hindi eh. Wala kang choice eh. Kung may internet connection ka, you are obliged to attend online classes. So ano yung mga emotions dun? Kung parehas lang ba dun sa dati na optional lang ang online classes? And the respondents niya, grade 12 UMS students. So since this is a survey, no? Since this is a survey, so hindi mo lalagyan ng intervention. So makikita nyo, dalawa yung bakante. Okay lang yun. Hindi bababa-grade nyo ron. Okay? So yun po yun. So kung babalikan natin tong diagram, so dito magkakalaman, may process siya, survey, tapos meron siyang topic of point of inquiry, which is your emotions felt during COVID-19. Tapos meron siya respondents. So yung letter A lang ang gagawin niya. Bubuin niya na kagad yun. 'Di ba? So, yun lang. I hope na nakatulong tong video na to para mabawasan ang inyong stress na nararamdaman in preparing our research project sa ating practical research 2 subject. So, yun lang talaga yung purpose ko ngayon. I want to help, no? I want to help to share my expertise in writing research projects. So, yun, no? Now, I will add other links para do sa mga tips, kung ano pa. Pero yung pagsulat, ito na, sundan na natin to. Kung ano yung binigay sa atin na activity sheet. Maraming paraan ng pagsulat, pero sundan na natin to para hindi tayo magkalabo-labo. Okay? So, goodbye, students, and I hope you have learned something from my video.